All healthy and safe despite this challenging time. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Regine Molina. I am KPU's field representative based here in the Philippines. I am a Filipina, so today I'll be presenting exciting opportunities for you when you study at KPU. So later, I'll be very happy to answer all your questions right after this presentation. So in the past few years, we've witnessed how the applications from the Philippines increased per semester, and we are trying to keep the numbers up to accommodate more Filipino students, more Filipino communities who aspire to study and eventually work in British Columbia. And surprisingly, during the pandemic, we've witnessed an increase in the number of Filipino applications. So it's actually a lot more from previous intakes before the pandemic. And yung nakakatawa dito sa KPU, hindi ka mag-iisa. So you know that maraming Filipino communities in British Columbia at yung number of Filipino students who are applying to KPU, as I've mentioned, mas nag-i-increase talaga siya per semester. So if you are looking into applying to KPU, just reach out to Ms. Teen, to Proactive Immigration Advisors, and they will be very happy to help you all throughout your application process. Okay, so let us begin. Now I would like to present some facts about KPU. So here at KPU, we focus on hands-on learning, and we are a teaching-focused university. And every year, 20,000 students, including domestic and international students, are currently admitted at KPU. As for our programs, we offer over 140 unique programs from various disciplines. And I'll go into detail of those programs in the next sections of this presentation. So it is also important to note that we are the third largest university in Metro Vancouver. We have over 200,000 alumni over the past few years. And more importantly, I know most of you here are looking for a designated learning institution or a DLI. And yes, we are one of the DLIs because we are an accredited public institution, and we can help you obtain a postgraduate work permit after your studies. And all our programs as a public university, again, is eligible for a PGWP. Okay, now I would like to share with you a short video of our students for you to have an overview of what it is like to study and how fun it is to stay at KPU. Ayan, so in that video, makikita nyo kung gaano kasaya ng KPU students. So puro good vibes lang tayo at KPU at sobrang daming student engaging activities. So sana matapos na tong pandemic so we can see more of these activities in the future intakes and semesters. But for fall 2021, this September, we are holding blended classes, so both on campus and online classes. Okay, now, so here at KPU, we will help you develop the hands-on skills that you need for the career that you want and gain relevant experience while you make valuable connections and explore what you're passionate about. So KPU is the only Polytechnic university in Canada. But first, what do we mean by Polytechnic? So that means that we highly focus on developing practical skills of students, applied learning, and hands-on experiences of students. So we ensure that students gain the know-how skills for them to become ready for the job market right after graduation. Now let's talk a little bit about location. So as you know, KPU is located in British Columbia, which is one of the top destinations of Filipinos in Canada. So bakit nga ba one of the top destinations yung BC for Filipinos? So first, it is one of the mildest climates in Canada. So compared to other provinces, mas mild yung climate in BC and other provinces would experience a colder climate. And then it is also safe, multicultural, and has a laid back lifestyle. So, you know, a multicultural country and province is a very important factor, mostly for students or immigrants, because basically that would be your second home. So, from that location, you're going to start your new journey. And it is important that you'll meet a lot of people from different cultural perspectives. You become open to a larger network. You gain understanding from their beliefs and traditions, and of course, you make new friends. So Metro Vancouver is also one of the fastest growing economies in Canada that generates a lot of job opportunities for students like you. It is also one of the highest quality of life in North America, and British Columbia has magnificent oceans and mountains. So, as you know, Canada has always been at the forefront in protecting the environment. And as of today, British Columbia has the second highest minimum wage in Canada, which is at 15.20 Canadian dollars per hour. Okay, so KPU has 5 campuses. We have one in Richmond, we have the KPU Civic Plaza, KPU Surrey, KPU Tech, and KPU Langley. So our campuses are connected to major transit hubs and popular routes. What's good here is that we also have our free inter-campus shuttle that runs between Surrey, Cloverdale, and Langley. So just to give a brief description of each campus, for KPU Surrey, it is often known as the main campus, and students come here to study a variety of sciences, the arts, business programs, and more. For KPU Richmond, it is located just 15 minutes away from the city of Vancouver. So ito yung pinakamalapit na campus from the city of Vancouver. This convenient campus is home to the internationally renowned Wilson School of Design and unique programs like acupuncture and agriculture. For KPU Civic Plaza, right here, it is our newly opened campus in 2019. So KPU Civic Plaza is a sleek and modern campus in downtown Surrey that's dedicated to post-baccalaureate and graduate level studies. So if you'd like to apply to a post-baccalaureate or graduate diploma, your classes will be situated here in KPU Civic Plaza. So KPU Langley, this is a massive campus that has a variety of unique facilities like brewing labs, greenhouses, and music studios. And lastly, KPU Tech. which is located in Cloverdale. It allows students to gain hands-on experience at the auto shop, foyer barns, and associated trade workshops. Okay, so here are several pictures of the KPU campus. This is the Wilson School of Design. So this is a very popular school of design in Canada. The KPU Civic Plaza. So again, this is our newest campus dedicated for graduate and post-baccalaureate diploma programs. Okay, the Sustainable Agricultural Farm. So KPU is also known for sustainable agricultural farming. KPU offers the bachelor's degree in sustainable agricultural farming, and we want students to experience growing crops, sustainable farming, which is a testament of KPU's applied learning and hands-on teaching to students. Here is KPU's Brew Lab. So KPU offers the unique brewery diploma, and we are the only one that offers brewing and brewery operations diploma in British Columbia. This is the main campus in Surrey. This is the tech campus interior. The gathering place, so you can come here to hang out with your friends or do your schoolwork. Well, after the pandemic, of course. The KPU Surrey Library. Again, KPU Surrey, the main campus. This is KPU Langley for science and horticulture programs. KPU Tech. Okay. Now let's talk about the 7 faculties in KPU. So we have the academic and career advancement. We have the Faculty of the Arts, Faculty of Business, Design, Health, Science and Horticulture, and Trades and Technology. Okay, first, the Faculty of the Arts. So under this faculty, you'll get to explore a range of disciplines, collaborate with other students, and enhance your skills as a critical thinker and a creative problem solver. In this faculty, we have several unique programs like criminology, journalism, policy studies, political science, psychology, anthropology, and a lot more. And we are the only one that offers the only undergraduate journalism degree in the South Fraser region. Okay, one of the most famous faculties among all faculties in KPU, the Faculty of Business. So in this faculty, you'll get the practical experience, professional connections, and extensive knowledge to succeed in your business venture. So whether you want to launch a breakthrough innovation, operate a market-leading company, or advance the future of cybersecurity, you can achieve that goal in this faculty. There are around 22 majors that you can choose from the Faculty of Business, which is again very popular to Filipino students. And it is important to note that over 10,000 job openings for accountant and financial auditors are expected to open between now and 2029. In terms of recognition, our School of Business received accreditation from the Council for Business Schools and Programs. Okay, the Faculty of Design. So in this faculty, you can prepare for a career in various design fields like graphic design, fashion marketing, technical apparel, product design, and many more. We have the very famous fashion design program, and our interior design is the first one that was recognized in British Columbia. So it has a really high reputation in the province. The Wilson School of Design of KPU is the best overall fashion school in Canada. Well, the downside of it is that we only have one intake per year for our design programs, which is every fall semester, which is September. Okay, of course, the Faculty of Health. This is very relevant during this trying time. So as the health and wellness sectors continues to grow and evolve, so does the need for qualified professionals. Under this faculty, it is unfortunate that we only offer the traditional Chinese medicine or the acupuncture program for international students. But it is a growing field in British Columbia, and we are the only university in BC that offers this program. Before the pandemic, we actually offer the healthcare assistant program, which is very popular to Filipino students because basically that would be basic foundation in nursing. However, beginning this year, we decided to temporarily offer it to domestic students. Okay, so for the Faculty of Science and Horticulture, under this faculty, you'll get to study the latest discoveries and theories while you gain hands-on experience in the lab or the field. We have several unique programs like mathematics, physics, and we usually make them more practical for students. We also have the environmental protection technology program. And as you know, again, Canada is one of the leading countries that promotes environmental preservation, climate change management, and so jobs in this field are really growing. And as you can see on the screen, the average salary for a biologist in BC is almost 75,000 Canadian dollars per year. Okay, the Faculty of Trades and Technology, under this faculty, you'll get a specialized training, experience, and foundational knowledge to put your talents to work in the trades. So we have the Mechatronics and Advanced Manufacturing Technology program. Okay, so this is the part where students get more curious about. So if you already have a bachelor's degree in the Philippines and you're looking into study opportunities to upgrade and advance your career, you can apply for our post-baccalaureate and graduate diploma programs. So here are your options. Under post-baccalaureate programs, we have accounting, operations and supply chain management, technical management and services, and human resources management. We also have the technical apparel design under the Faculty of Design. For our graduate diploma programs under business administration, we have global business management and green business management and sustainability. It is important to note that these graduate diplomas are not yet equivalent to an MBA, but it is one step closer for you to obtain your MBA if you still wish to further pursue your studies later on. So I'll discuss more of this later on because this is a ladderized program and you can obtain a master's degree after taking our graduate diplomas. So most students would ask, ano nga ba yung pagkakaiba between post-baccalaureate and graduate diplomas? Well, technically, graduate diplomas are higher than post-baccalaureate diplomas. Post-baccalaureate diplomas are more hands-on. They are professional credential focused, while graduate diplomas, they require a lot more work and again, ladderized into a master's degree. Okay, so 80% of KP's undergraduate credential programs offer work-integrated learning opportunities. As a Polytechnic university, we're dedicated to ensuring that you get a wealth of hands-on experience that enhances your education. At KPU, we usually teach soft skills that future employers in Canada are looking for in a fresh graduate. So this helps students to become more highly employable, and they usually earn that edge compared to other students who has limited technical skills. So basically, I would say it's not just about the degree or the credential, it's also about the experience and the actual skills that you need to possess in order to become fit to the job that you are applying for. And we at KPU, we are committed to that goal for our students. We want them to become career ready, even if they are still in the university. We want them to generate the skills, the talents that they will be needing when they get employed in a real work setting. Okay, in terms of our teaching and learning approach, our class sizes are really small compared to other universities in BC. So we only allow a maximum of 35 students in a class. So this allows students to engage fully in the discussions and better connect with their instructors and classmates. Okay, I'll just talk a little bit of this one. For the academic levels, we offer a wide range of programs, and they all fall into one of the following levels. We have preparatory, undergraduate, graduate, and vocational. Within these levels, a program may be an open intake or a limited intake. So, what would be the difference between an open and limited intake? For it's quite explanatory, I guess. So for a limited intake program, we have a maximum seat capacity per program per intake. And for open intake programs, it means that there are more seats available for students. Okay. So for preparatory level, these are post-secondary programs below the bachelor's degree level. The undergraduate program, of course, this is the post-secondary education at the university or college level. Graduate program, these are post-secondary programs above the bachelor's degree level. And vocational programs, these are programs that combine skills and knowledge specific to a particular industry. Okay, so most students would ask, nag-offer po ba ng master's degree ang KPU? So unfortunately, at this point, we don't, but we do have a pathway for you to obtain your master's degree, which is in complement with our graduate diploma programs. So if you'll take any of our graduate diplomas, so ano nga ba yung graduate diplomas namin? It would be Global Business Management or Green Business Management and Sustainability. You'll get the chance to ladder into a master's degree. So what are the requirements? You just have to take 5 additional courses. So that's about 15 additional credits that you can take online, on campus in Switzerland, or partially online. So bakit nga ba may Switzerland dito? So SUMAS is a business school in Switzerland. So KPU and SUMAS has a partnership, and it helps our graduate students to earn dual credentials. What do we mean by dual credentials? You earn a graduate diploma from KPU and a master's degree from SUMAS. So it's actually faster and cheaper. If the tuition for our graduate diploma program is about 27,000 Canadian dollars for the whole duration of the program, this ladderized program is about 35,000 Canadian dollars. So that's still cheap for a master's degree. However, it's not mandatory. It's up to you if you'd like to stop after you've obtained your graduate diploma and not pursue with a master's degree. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the costs. Here are the estimated costs for the first year. You can expect to pay between 13,000 Canadian dollars to 22,000 Canadian dollars depending on your program and the number of credits. So this sample computation is designed for post-baccalaureate and graduate diploma programs. If you're looking into applying to a bachelor's degree, you can expect a little higher than this. It's important to note that KPU has one of the most affordable tuition fee rates in British Columbia compared to other universities. So you can also budget about 1,500 Canadian dollars for the learning materials, which include course materials, school supplies, and other course-related fees. And for the living costs, of course, this depends, especially when you're living with a family member, with a friend, or a relative, and it also depends on your lifestyle. But the estimated cost would be around 15,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year, and that includes housing, utilities, food, health insurance, transportation, and other personal expenses. Now, if you'd like to know the estimated tuition for a specific program per semester, you can check this tuition estimator. Well, technically, let's say for post-baccalaureate diploma in operations and supply chain management, if you take 9 credits in one semester, your tuition fee would be about 6,000 to 7,000 Canadian dollar in one semester. So that's actually cheap. Okay, the KPU student life. Here you'll see happy faces from our KPU students who are very active in student engagements and activities. These were taken before the pandemic, of course, and we hope that we see more of this fall since we will be holding both on campus and online classes. So what can you do at KPU outside your studies? You can actually do volunteer work. You can apply to our peer mentorship program. Um, you can join the Kwentlen Student Association, stay active with sports and recreation, and discover a lot more student clubs and societies. Okay, of course, one of the most important parts, the admission requirements. For an undergraduate program, so that this includes bachelor's degree, associate's degree, diploma, or certificate, the admission requirements would be a successful completion of grade 12 if you graduated from the new system, or if you graduated from the old system, which is until fourth year in high school, you should have at least 24 undergraduate credits. And then the English proficiency requirement. For the post-baccalaureate diploma or graduate diploma programs, you'll need to have a bachelor's degree from a recognized post-secondary institution. And you'll also have to check the program page because sometimes some programs would require a minimum GPA. So you'll have to take note of that. And also the English proficiency requirement. For our graduate diploma programs, we require additional requirements like statement of intent, reference letter. So it is also best to check the program page for additional requirements. Now, students would ask, tumatanggap po ba ang KPU ng Certificate of English as a medium of instruction? Unfortunately, we don't accept that as of this moment. We require IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, KL, or temporarily Duolingo. So yes, we accept Duolingo until May 2022 next year. And we don't have the official announcements yet, whether we will be continue accepting Duolingo until fall 2022. Okay, now when you're ready to apply, here are the steps that you need to follow. But as you know, proactive immigration advisors can help you out with this, so don't hesitate to reach out to them. Okay, step 1, you'll have to submit your application online through our website and settle the application fee of 120 Canadian dollars. On average, you will receive your next steps letter from us 2 to 3 days after you submit your online application. So, ano nga ba tong next steps letter? It will tell you how to access your KPU account through our portal and the list of requirements that you need to submit to us. Okay, step 3, submit your complete documents. Upon submission of all documents, the processing normally takes 4 to 6 weeks, largely depends on how fast you submit your requirements. If qualified, that's the time when you will receive an admission package, and when you accept our offer, the confirmation deposit is about 2,000 to 2,500 depending on your program. Okay, step 5, register for courses and attend your orientation, and finally, get ready for your arrival. Okay, going back to step 4, after you settle your confirmation deposit, you will receive your LOA for about 3 to 4 business days after we validate your deposit. Okay, here are the international application timelines. So before you apply, you should know when is the last day for submission and whether your program is an open or limited intake. Now, most of our post-baccalaureate and graduate diploma for spring intake or January intake are closed already. So we advise students to apply for the summer intake, which is May 2022. Okay, the official KPU Philippines Facebook page. Please like and follow us for more updates and announcements. And in closing, here is my contact information. Feel free to email me at regine.molina@kpu.ca, and I'll be very happy to answer your questions personally. And I believe that's it for my presentation, and we will now open the floor for questions. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for your presentation, Ms. Regina. So right now, proceed na po tayo for our Q&A. So sa ating mga attendees and sa ating Facebook Live viewers, enter nyo na lang po yung inyong questions sa ating Q&A box para sa ating attendees sa Zoom, and then sa ating Facebook Live viewers, enter nyo lang po sa comment section yung questions nyo po. Okay, we have already our first question, Ms. Regine. How much is the tuition deposit of KPU?
Okay, so for the confirmation deposit, that would range between 2,000 to 2,500 Canadian dollars, and that would be deducted from your tuition. So depending on your program, it would be stated in your offer letter whether you would be paying the 2,000 or 2,500.
Okay, and just to reconfirm also, after the student settled the tuition deposit, ang next na i-issue na po ng KPU is yung kanilang LOE, tama po?
Yes, that's correct. So first would be the offer letter, and then they need to submit they need to settle the confirmation deposit. And then once we have validated your payment, normally it's within 3 to 4 business days, we can already issue your LOA. So yung medyo matagal lang talaga for the processing is the processing of your documents or requirements. So we usually advise students to submit their complete documents ahead of time, because it normally takes 4 to 6 weeks. Then after that evaluation, that's the time you will receive your offer letter if you are qualified.
Okay, thanks for that, Ms. Regine. Okay. So far, wala pa po tayong mga questions sa ating Q&A box, pati sa comments section. Pero para po sa mga attendees and sa mga viewers natin, feel free lang po to enter yung mga questions nyo po para at least ma-address po natin yan habang kasama pa natin dito si Ms. Regine. Okay, there's a question for Ms. Regine. For the Duolingo requirement, for the score daw po.
Okay, thank you for that question. So for Duolingo, we accept 110 or higher for the minimum score.
And that's applicable na po for diploma to post-baccalaureate programs?
Yes, it's valid for all programs. For now, we are accepting Duolingo until May 2022 or the summer intake program. For the fall 2022, there are no announcements yet.
Okay, thanks for that, Ms. Regina. Okay. Okay, there's a question regarding work visa. So yung sa work visa po natin or yung sa work permit, makakapag-process lang po tayo nito kapag meron na po kayong job offer or LAMIA from employer po. Okay. Regarding first student visa, student can work part-time, maximum of 20 hours per week while they are studying. And then in their official term break, students can work full-time. Basta official term break nung sa school po. Okay, there's a question po regarding sending or yung sa official transcripts. Does KPU allow uh, na i-submit na lang daw po once they arrive in Canada? Or kailangan email yung documents?
Okay, for the official transcript, KPU accepts scanned transcript during your application, during your online application. So you can just scan your transcript and we will issue your conditional offer. And then before the start of your classes, you'll need to request your university here in the Philippines to either mail it to directly to KPU address or send it via email using their official university address, email address, sorry.
Okay. There's a question po, are you going to assess the program for USP based on our work experience or course taken? Okay. In terms po doon sa ating pagpili nung sa programs, you can take actually any program na gugustuhin niyo po as long as na ma-justify niyo siya sa inyong personal study plan. Also, highly suggested namin, of course, to choose a program na yung career-wise na makakakuha kayo ng advantage na once na matapos niyo yung program na yun, and then once you return here in the Philippines, of course, dual intent is acceptable naman. Okay, so far wala na po tayong questions sa ating Q&A box, and then wala na masyadong questions sa ating inbox. Pero sa ating mga attendees baka may mga questions pa po kayo para at least ma-address po natin ito. Okay, there's a question, 2,500 per year tuition po ba or per semester? I believe yung 2,000 to 2,500 is the tuition deposit po. Yung sa per semester natin is yung half ng inyong 1 year po. Mostly, yung 1 year tuition fee, I believe is nagre-range to 13,000 to 15,000. Miss Regine, pa-confirm po.
Yes, that's correct. So that would be for the post-baccalaureate diploma programs. So if you take the minimum credits, which is 9 credits per semester, most likely it would range between 13,000 to 16,000 Canadian dollars per year. Then for one semester, it would range between 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars per semester.
Okay, perfect. There's a question, is it okay to have a sponsor for proof of funds? Okay. Yes po. In terms for support ng sa financial sa inyong visa application, pwede po ito. Highly recommended namin yung financial support nyo or yung mag-support sa inyo is your family or yung relatives nyo po, para mas madali natin siyang maipakita sa visa officer yung sa relationship. Kasi kung manggagaling yan from your friends or family friend, kailangan natin establish yung sa relationship na bakit nila kayo gugustuhin na i-support sa inyong pag-aaral po. Okay, there's a question po, how many years yung sa post-baccalaureate program, Ms. Regine?
Okay, thank you for that. So post-baccalaureate diplomas and graduate diploma programs are 2-year programs. So you would be eligible for a 3-year postgraduate work permit.
Okay, thanks for that, Ms. Regine. There's a question, what's the cheapest tuition fee rate? I believe it will range talaga sa 13,000 to 16,000, right, Ms. Regine?
Yes, it would actually depend on the number of credits that you will be taking per semester or per year. But after this presentation, Maybe Miss Teen, you could share with me the email addresses of the attendees so that I could share with them the list of programs with the estimated tuition fee costs.
Okay, no problem po. Para sa ating mga attendees, you will be also receiving a recorded video of this session for your reference also. Okay, so far po, baka may mga other questions pa regarding sa school or for your visa application po, para at least ma-address po natin siya. Okay. When shall we need to pay the one full tuition fee? Yung sa 1-year tuition fee in terms for visa application po, we highly recommend na talagang bayaran yung sa 1-year tuition fee plus mag-open ng GIC account for the living expenses. And then, kung ang target talaga is bayaran yung 1-year tuition fee, I highly suggest na ma-settle siya at least before kayo mag-lodge na inyong visa application kasi that will also be counted as your proof of funds. Pag sinabi nating proof of funds, simula sa babayaran nyo na tuition fee hanggang sa kung mag-open kayo ng inyong GIC account plus mga assets or other investments na may fund value plus yung inyong bank documents, that will all be counted as proof of funds. Kasi kung ang wini-worry is mababawasan yung funds na maipapakita or ipepresent sa bank documents, that would be not a problem naman po. Pero in terms for school, Mr. Jean, is there any deadline for tuition fee payment?
For tuition fee payment, we don't require them to pay 1-year tuition unless they would have to apply under SDS, right? So for the payment of tuition, it's due before the start of the semester. So let's say for the fall intake, which is every September, the deadline would be before the start of classes. So you can see that on our website, we have the timeline and we have the schedule of, we have the deadline for the payment.
Okay, thanks for that, Ms. Regine. There's also a question if nag-offer ng campus resident ang KPU for international students.
Unfortunately po, as a university, wala po kaming dormitories or homestays around, inside the campus, but there are a lot of dormitories outside KPU. And as I've mentioned, we have 5 campuses and mostly connected siya sa popular routes, and we have the inter-campus shuttle. So I would say it's very accessible to go to our campuses, even if you'd be staying in a dormitory outside KPU.
I see. Thanks for that, Ms. Regine. We have a next question. How much would be the amount for opening the GIC account? For GIC account po natin, that would be yung sa living expenses noong sa student for 1 year. That is 10,000 Canadian dollars. And then kung kasama nyo yung sa spouse nyo and then gusto nyo na rin na i-add yung kanilang living expenses sa inyong GIC account, since it will also be counted as proof of funds nyo, yung sa spouse, that is 4,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. And then sa kids, that will be 3,000 Canadian dollars each kid po. Okay, so far, any other questions po or concerns para sa school for KPU or sa visa application niyo po? Actually, we still have ample of time pa, so there's no rush naman. Pero since nasa Philippines din naman si Miss Regine, so wala po tayong well, don't be shy to ask questions po para at least ma-address po natin yung questions nyo, kaya po tayo merong ganitong webinar.
Siguro, Miss Tin, i-share ko na rin yung International Tuition Award na most students are asking. So we have this International Tuition Award for international students. So all international students are eligible to apply for this award. So let's say you are applying or you got admitted in a 2-year program, and from that you will receive 2,000 Canadian dollars, pero hindi mo siya ma-receive upfront, sorry. And it will be reimbursed to you per semester. So for that 2 years, you will be reimbursed with 500 Canadian dollars per semester until you complete yung 2,000 Canadian dollars. So that's actually a good save then for our international students. Then if you are applying naman for a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year program, so yung ma-receive nyo is 4,000 Canadian dollars. Again, 500 Canadian dollars per semester hanggang sa makomplete nyo yung semester and hanggang sa makomplete nyo yung total amount ng tuition award na i-reimburse sa inyo.
Okay, that's great. Paano po yung sa pag-apply for the grant for students?
So walang additional requirements for the international tuition grant. Actually, after you register for courses, bibigyan namin kayo ng form na i-fill out nyo lang with their complete details, and please take note to return it back to us for processing. And then, ayun, sasabihin namin sa inyo if eligible kayo for that grant. You just have to submit the form back to us for processing.
Okay, I see. So, magandang opportunity siya talaga for the international students kasi kung 2,000 Canadian dollars siya consumable all throughout the duration of the program. So, that would be parang good catch na rin to take advantage ng mga ating international students. Okay, there is a question. Are you going to assist us in opening the GIC account? For GIC account po, there's only selected bank na nag-offer nitoong sa guaranteed investment certificate. Mostly we process for Scotiabank and then sa CIBC. If you want to know more about doon sa pag-open ng GIC account, you may also check our website. Nandun yung sa step-by-step process po. Even if hindi kayo mag-apply for us na or hiring yung service namin to process your visa application, still feel free to check din yung sa website or yung sa website mismo ng bank kung saan kayo mag-open ng GIC account. There's a question, are they having a scholarship? Okay. So scholarship program, ito yung sa na-mention ni Miss Regine a while ago regarding their grant.
But we also have a separate scholarship office for international students. However, I would say it would be very competitive, and it's mostly open for fresh graduates ng high school, ng K-12. So basically, let's say for a bachelor's degree, the maximum that they will be receiving is 5,000 Canadian dollars per year. So that's for 4 years. And then for 2-year diploma, that would be 2,500 per year. So yung scholarship programs namin, again, it's very competitive, and there are other additional requirements that you need to submit, like you'll need to undergo an interview, kailangan meron kayong extracurricular activities, volunteer work, leadership work. So it's a stringent process, and what we usually guarantee or advise to international students is the International Tuition Award, which is, again, 2,000 Canadian dollars for a 2-year program.
I see. If I may ask, Ms. Regine, is a student allowed po ba to have, let's say, or to apply for scholarships for at least 2 programs?
Yes.
Let's say doon sa grant and then doon sa isa pang scholarship?
Yes. Actually, that's allowed. So they can apply to the International Tuition Award, and another would be for the scholarship. So walang limit for the scholarships or awards that they would be applying to when they got admitted at KPU. So they are very free to apply for those scholarships once they become a KPU student.
Nice. That would be great and para sa or opportunities sa ating mga international students. Okay, there's a question. Nag-offer din po ba kayo ng work, like for sure work pagdating sa Canada, along po doon sa mag-aaral sa Canada? Okay. Actually, it is easier to find work once na landed kayo sa Canada, especially if you have the open work permit. Hindi kasi kami po recruitment agency, kaya hindi namin kayo talaga matutulungan makahanap ng work. for Canada, or kung let's say work permit talaga or open work permit yan. Pero I would say na it would be easier if open work permit yun sa inyo, lalo na kung meron kayong friends or relatives na nasa Canada na pwede kayong tulungan. Let's say may kakilala na employer na naghanap ng employee, pwede nila kayong i-recommend. So that would be a easier part na talaga sa mga open work permit holder na kasama noon sa student.
In relation to that, Miss Tin, if I may add, when the student applies to KPU, we have this Career and Development Services Office. So we have the team who will be helping you out in looking for jobs and formulating your resume, and they would help you in planning your career right after graduating from KPU. So it's also a good opportunity for international students. So para maging smooth din yung paghahanap nila ng work right after their studies.
Okay, thanks for that, Miss Regine. So far, baka po may mga other questions pa sa ating attendees and sa ating Facebook Live viewers para at least ma-address po natin siya. Okay, I guess we've already answered yung sa mga questions po nila, pero just before tayo mag-end ng sa webinar, do you have any final message or remarks po sa ating mga attendees and sa ating viewers?
Okay, so again, thank you, Miss Tin. Thank you so much also to our attendees for today. After this presentation, I'll be sending you an email, so you could, if something pops up in your mind and you would like to ask me about the programs in KPU, just feel free to email me, and I will also be sending you the list of programs and estimated tuition fees for you to be able to prepare for your studies if you'd like to apply in KPU. And then again, please do follow and like our official Facebook page. So we do post regularly on our social media handles. So if we do have announcements or updates, we normally post it there. So you'll get the updates every day. So just feel free to reach out also to Proactive Immigration Corporation if you have any inquiries regarding your application. They'll be very happy to help you out. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Miss Regine. Also, there's a question. If after nitong sa webinar natin and may mga additional questions or concerns kayo, either or kumpara na ito pa sa inyong visa application, feel free to visit our website. So that is www.gatewaytocanada.com, and then you can also check and book an online appointment to one of our case manager in this link on your screen. And then you can, from there, you can select the online inquiries, online visa inquiries, and then you can select one of our case manager. Pero kung let's say hindi pa kayo nakakapag online assessment or wala pa talaga sa inyo na na-assign na case manager, please take an online assessment kasi dito i-discuss nila yung inyong options kung saang pathway kayo magiging eligible to immigrate sa Canada, and of course lahat is madi-discuss sa inyo. So ito lang po yung kailangan yung i-fill out. Okay. Also, this is I would like na to thank Mr. Jean for taking or accepting our invitation, and also to our attendees for your time in joining us. And we'll see you again next Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.